for America's #1 funny man. What? Hey! Make some noise! Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.
What up? Oh, there we go. Shit, what happened? There we go. Hey, hey man, everybody, it's your boy Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Line. Get my hat. AC Doozy. It's a Friday. How about this, man? And I know I say this all the time, but I'm really excited about this show today. My co-hosts are in the building. Two of my favorite ladies. I'll bring them in a couple seconds. Sitting in the right hand, Candace LaToya is ready to rock and roll, helping me produce the show. Appreciate you as well. Shouts out to Shiny Scott on air. Mad love, mad respect for Media Room 360. Distributing us all over the world. We're on your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your YouTube, your Twitch, your Twitter, or you can go to the app Media Room 360, which will put you on the Roku, the Amazon Fire Stick, or the Apple TV. We are literally everywhere, and we got some listeners that are rocking with us every day. Mad love, mad respect. My boy LeBaron, I'll be in the Chicago area September 4th. September 4th, Rodney Perry will be in the building. Matter of fact, let's look at let's look at the whole schedule. The schedule coming down. The tour this year, as I move into the third and fourth quarter, the name of the tour is I'm Rich. The I'm Rich tour. Rodney White, welcome. Ann Martin, welcome. And you said to yourself, Rodney Perry, why I'm rich? Well, I have a friend by the name of Michael Blackson. So Michael Blackson, some years back, began saying, I'm rich, right? He began just saying that. And on the fact that I know Michael, I knew he was not rich. But the idea of speaking things that were not as though they were is very powerful. And Mike began to say that. And I will tell you now, he no longer says it. But guess what? Michael Blackson is actually rich. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm good. But we could all be better. So the I'm Rich tour kicks off Virginia Funny Bone, July 22nd and 23rd. DC Comedy Loft, August 4th through 6th. Good Nights, Raleigh-Durham, August 19th through 21. Chicago, September 4th. This show, let me tell you who on this show. This show is gonna be so crazy, man. Chi-Town in the building. Let me share this with y'all. September 4th, Tinley Park Convention Center. Michael Collier, Rodney Perry, Leon Rogers, Damon Williams, and my man George Wilborn. OMG. Crazy show. Atlanta Comedy Theater, Atlanta, Georgia, September 16th to 17th. That is my birthday weekend. If you're in Atlanta, that's where you want to be. We'll have a party somewhere. Shreveport, Louisiana, we just signed up. This will be September as well, 23rd and 24th. Shreveport, Louisiana, I'm coming to see y'all, 23rd and 24th. So thank you, all of you for continuing to rock with your boy. It is the I'm Rich tour, and we'll be going around the country slinging these jokes. And how about this? I'm rich! All right, with that, my co-host for today, they've been known to gossip. Matter of fact, if you tell them not to say something, they're gonna say it anyway. I'm gonna just say it. I've been on their show twice. I invited them on this show because hey, they dope. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, welcome to the show, the Gossiping Heifers. What's up, Heifers?
What's going on, Rodney? Good morning.
Now, y'all have redefined the word heifer because when I was growing up, heifer, my mama would call people heifer. It wasn't no good word.
Yeah, but we use it as a term of endearment. I put you that way. So it's better than what you could be called. It's an old school term. Anybody from old school, especially the South, they know what that term means. And we call each other that out of admiration.
Come on now.
And that's called us that when we got in trouble.
Now you guys are real sisters. Am I right?
Correct.
Who's the oldest?
I am. Michelle.
So are y'all twins?
4 years apart.
4 years. So are there any other siblings?
No.
This is enough.
That's enough.
Wait a minute. Okay. So wait, 4 years, you're the only child, and then your best friend comes along.
Yeah, she all right. But yeah,
you right. Rodney Perry, you correct. Her best friend comes along.
No, she is my ride or die. There is nobody I would want to do this with. Being sisters makes it actually a good chemistry because we already know each other inside and out. So if we say something crazy to each other, people think we arguing, but we're really not. That's just how we talk to each other.
Right. I love you guys' vibe, man, and you two are my goals for my daughters. Like I want my daughters to work together and deal with each other. And we had a family thing a couple of weeks ago, right? And they was arguing and not speaking to each other, walking around the house. And I stood them in my bedroom and I told them, I said, look, me and your mama not always gonna be here. And you don't have nobody but each other.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not gonna tolerate y'all not being cool with each other. This is unacceptable. So y'all hug it out right now, figure it out. But it ain't just a hug. You gonna hug today.
Yeah. But you sound just like our dad.
No, that's the speech our dad gave us. He's like, we ain't gonna be here. All you got is each other.
Yeah. So if we fall out with each other, I'm just saying, oh my God, he don't like it at all.
And it's correct. That's why I came up with the heifer.
I love it. I love it. Y'all been doing this for quite a while, sis. Gospel Heifers ain't new.
No,
y'all been on these streets. Talk to me. How long y'all been out here doing this show?
We launched in 2007 when we first moved out to Houston. It was something that I always wanted to do. And I did not originally partner with my sister because she had no interest in doing the podcast whatsoever. She's like, look, I'm a hairstylist. This is what I do. You have fun over there. Mm-hmm. I had a male co-host at the time. Mm-hmm. The chemistry was not there. So I begged her. I was like, people enjoy our private conversations when we're just talking to family and friends. And, they're like, y'all should do something. I said, perfect chemistry. So she finally broke down and gave us all
breakdown. Let me help this heifer out.
But she gave us our show name.
Oh, wow. Ain't that something?
Yeah, so she came up with the name because the name was not popping. I said, Rocky, I got to get you, give me something because she's good with slogans. And she was just turned around, looked at me, Gospel Heifers, and went right back to what she was doing.
I love it. I love it. I love it. The show, Rodney Perry Live. My name is Rodney Perry, my co-host for the day. And we always have two comedic co-hosts. Are y'all stand-ups?
They've been trying to get me to do stand-up. I'm not doing it. That's too much. What you do takes a lot of work. I'm going to stay in my lane and talk trash on this podcast.
I believe you can do it, though, sis.
Everybody keeps saying that, but I'm good.
People have been trying to get her to do stand-up for the longest time. Now, we've hosted comedy.
Do this for me. I teach an improv workshop. This is what I'm going to do for you. If you would take it, I'm gonna gift you the class. It's a 5-week course. We meet on Wednesday nights from 8 to 9. It sometimes go 8 to 10. And if it will, I promise you it'll help you with everything.
Okay, that's love there. Learning from the master.
That's my gift to you, and we'll talk about it offline, and we'll connect it. Never Mind Next Level. Well, it's up there. There you go. Never Deny Next Level workshop. That's the stand-up comedy. That's not stand-up comedy. It's improv, but a lot of things with improv and stand-up are similar. And what I like to tell people, I'm not teaching improv. I'm teaching you how to trust your choices. So if you trust your choices, you're kind of better at everything. Ladies, crazy stuff going on out here in these streets. And I know we're gonna bring Candy in a few minutes to talk about some of them, but Kodak Black.
Oh God.
First of all, he might be the most peculiar looking man in the world.
He looked like a turd to me, but you're right.
First of all, my turds are offended.
Is it that bad?
My turds say we don't look like that. No. But Kodak Black said he want Trump back.
He would say that because Trump got his black butt out. That's all that is.
But can you be mad at him for saying that Trump did get him out of a tough situation, and that dude could have been locked up for a long time?
These are facts, and I can't blame him for saying that, even though I don't agree with it. But hey, if you bailed me out and you got me out of service some time, oh yeah, definitely I'm gonna sing your praises.
I'm mad for
you got a friend.
Put him back on the streets.
Hey,
I understand Lil Wayne.
But let's really look at it, guys. Brittany Griner's in jail.
Yes.
Would Trump have got Brittany Griner out already?
I think he would have, because he's already chummy with Putin.
Yeah.
So I think the relationship that he built with Putin would have definitely came very handy for her.
Yeah, he Putin's side chick. So yeah, it would have worked out. He would have got out.
I'm doing the show, baby. Oh, hold on. Hey, you on the air? Who is this? Hello? Angela.
Yes.
I'm doing my show right now. What you need, baby?
I was calling to let you know I'll be back tomorrow.
You okay? We wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Are you all right?
I'm hanging in there.
All right. So say hi to the people.
Hi, people. What's going on?
Hello.
Hey, Angie.
That's my co-host, the Gospel Heifers. But I'll call you when I get out there at 11.
All right.
Bye-bye. All right. What up, party people? Hey, matter of fact, if you want to call in the show, I'm gonna give y'all the number. Cause you know what, Gospel Heifers, you never know. No worries, Candy. Let's do this. Cause I got another phone, but I don't know the number. How about that? Let's do this. All right. Let's go. Hold on, ladies. Don't judge me.
That's all right. We'll see. Look at the info on your phone.
All right. The number is 770-776-9989. If you want to call into the show, chime in, you can. I'm gonna put that number in the chat. 770-776-9989. All right, there goes the number, guys. You got it in the chat. I'll keep it right here. But I ain't answering all y'all. But when I tell y'all, you definitely call in. I'm here with the Gospel Heifers. They're rocking with us. And my wife is coming home tomorrow. My wife been out of town. She's been dealing with some personal stuff with her mom, and her mom is definitely feeling better now. So God bless her, and blessings to the family. Roy G, I see you in the building. Thank you for popping in. Kansas Latoya is ready to join us. All right, guys, let's do this. Stay right there, Heifers. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we'll have the entertainment report. See what's popping with my girl Kansas Latoya. We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back.
Type 2 diabetes can have a big impact on your life, but how can it be prevented? Well, the first step is knowing if you have prediabetes, a serious medical condition that puts you at high risk for type 2 diabetes. 1 in 3 American adults has prediabetes, but more than 80% don't know they have it. The good news is, prediabetes can be reversed, and for many people, healthy changes in their daily routine can make a big difference. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Sean, and I know you want to be a podcaster. You want a successful podcast. You want to give your views and opinions, but you just don't know how to do it correctly. That's why you got to hit up ShawneeScott.com. You want to be on radio, and you want to know how to build your radio career. ShawneeScott.com. She's done all of this. I've worked alongside her for years, and I will tell you the information that she can give you is on a value level that I can't even put a price on it. All you have to do is go to ShawneeScott.com. Your future, right now. That's it. Michael Sean. Yeah.
What up, y'all? We are back in full effect. My name is Rodney Perry. You are tuned in to Rodney Perry Live, and we are indeed live. Shouts out to my guests in the room. And you can call into the show if you like. Number 770-776-9989. Roy G is in the building. LeBaron in the building. Shannon Winters. Appreciate you, Dion. See you, sis. Tommy Girl is in the building. Clarence Garnett. Monique, hey guys, thank you for tuning into the show. But how about this? If you're not sharing the broadcast, you ain't doing us no good. Share the damn broadcast, like, subscribe, go to the YouTube, hit that YouTube up, follow my YouTube. It is at Rodney Perry Live as well. Let's get my folks in here. My co-host for today, the Gospel Heifers. y'all, you guys are twins. Now,
I think the older we get, we've been saying we start to look more alike.
And y'all got what they call an ample bosom.
It's ample, all right. But
I know she's gonna bring it over here because she's a hater. Don't say what you finna say.
I said what I had to say. That's it.
You said, but her over here.
I just said it's ample.
It's ample. You said, that ain't no harm, no foul.
Thank you.
I'm proud of my udders.
Udders?
Well, if you're gonna be a heifer,
You ain't know. You can't, no. I'm gonna let heifers go, but I'm not gonna let you call little girls no udders now. Oh God! All right, ladies and gentlemen, joining us on the stage, Miss Candace Latoya. How you doing, Candace?
Hey, good morning.
Hey, what's popping out there in them streets?
What's popping? So it's Friday. Y'all excited for the weekend?
Amen. Yes.
Won't he do it?
Okay. Huh?
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? So let's get into some of these birthdays. It's cancer season.
Cancer.
So we got some celebrity birthdays. One of your besties' birthdays was on the 1st. Bone Hampton.
My buddy Bone Hampton. Shouts out to the great Bone Hampton. Fabulous comedian. Just all around great guy. He's got some health challenges now, but he's fighting, man. So welcome back, Bone, as soon as you get back.
And Missy Elliott shares his birthday, and today is actually Jaden Smith's birthday. Will Smith.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, little Jaden. You know who I don't give a damn about is a cancer.
Come on now, my dad is a cancer. His birthday was.
I didn't know that Bone. I didn't realize Bone was a cancer, and I like Jaden Smith, so maybe I'm tripping. Go ahead. Who else we got?
So some of the cancer traits, since we brought that up, dependable, caring, open, emotional, responsive, trustworthy, protective, creative, and loyal. What y'all think about that?
That's not right. You got people like Richard Roundtree on this list. Kevin Hart, whose birthday I think was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Joe Thomas. I'm a big Joe fan. You know, I'm a big Joe fan. Who else is on there? Candy.
You got Bill Withers, Post Malone, Tom Cruise, Sylvester Stallone, the late Della Reese, 50 Cent, Tia Tamera Mowry, and Kevin Hart all share the same birthday, July 6th.
Get out of here. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a powerful birthday.
Yeah, that's a lot of people on that day. That's a good day. Yeah, for sure. And then you got Solange Knowles, June 24th. She's a Cancer.
I did a movie with her.
Yeah. How was it? How was it working with her?
She's a nice lady, man. Like, of course she was much younger then. We did a movie called Johnson Family Vacation together. And she was just a solid lady, and she was really nice and really cool even then.
Yeah. And then you got Khloe Kardashian. Her birthday was June 27th. She's also a Cancer.
Oh, soul snatcher.
Let's get into this real estate. See what's popping with this real estate. So I'm going to give you just a brief overview of what's going on in the real estate world. A lot of people
now let me ask you this, Candy, because real estate, we talking nationally?
So this one is national.
Okay.
This is just a pretty good snapshot of what happened in May. They're still working on the June report. They kind of give it a couple of weeks into July to kind of make sure they have all the data from all the real estate companies and stuff.
Okay.
But in May, sales were 5.41 million. So we sold about 5.4 million homes in the month of May.
Well, let me ask you this. So what does that mean? Is this a buyer's market or a seller's market?
It's still a seller's market for sure. I have a couple more slides that'll kind of go over that, but I just wanted to show like what the median national sales price was $407,000, and that's up 14.8% every year over year. So that's a lot. And I know you hear a lot about like inventory being low and things like that. So right now it shows in the bottom that it's only 2.6 months of inventory on the market, which means if nobody else sold their house, put their house up for sale in 2.6 months, there would be no homes on the market.
Okay. So that means it's not a lot of surplus.
There's no surplus at all. Yeah.
So is that why I'm getting calls, Candy? I get calls at least once a day. I don't know about y'all heifers. I get a call at least once a day from somebody making a cash offer for my house.
Absolutely. That's absolutely why.
Yes.
So that's what that is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The inventory is low. So we need people to, that want to sell their house so that we have a lot of buyers out here, the people that want to buy homes. And if there are no homes out there, it gets into this bidding war.
I'm going to tell you like this. I'm not leaving my house because I'll make money if I leave my house right now, but I can't afford to move back in my neighborhood.
So that's what I'm about to talk about next. So this is local Georgia reports. And I'm going to go really briefly over this. So from month to month, from April to May, if we look at the report here, it shows that the only thing that dropped was the amount of homes that were sold between April and May. We sold 8,012 homes in April and 7,736 homes in May. So a lot of people are like, well, how does that happen? We'll go into that. But right now, this chart shows the sales price. Look how much the sales price has gone up. 4.1% up from month to month. So your value is continuing to go in your house, Rodney. Every month, your house is being worth more and more and more. And then the listings are going up. Listings went up from April to May, which is good. That means more people are trying to sell their home. Mm-hmm. And then this next slide shows the similar thing just from 1 year to the next. Units sold has dropped 15.73% from May of 2021 to May of 2022.
Let me ask you this, Candy. What does this mean to our property value? So I bought my house at say 348 10 years ago. My house I know has doubled, but is that number going to continue to go up?
That brings me to this page right here. Perfect. Great question. So we talk about the value of your property. So let's look at the residential sales price from 2018 to the present. It shows you on this chart how the sales price typically was, going up a couple $1,000s. Your value goes up a little bit. And look what happened in 2020. Look how high it went. In 2018, the average median sales price was $200,000 for a home. Now it's $400,000. In 4 years, that has changed. And you can see that it changed between 2020 and 2022. And a lot of it has a lot to do with the amount of inventory that's on the market. It just hasn't been that much inventory on the market.
Now, how much is this coming out of the pandemic? People, nothing was moving. And then as the pandemic has ended, everybody's back to work, back buying, back selling. Is that what we're seeing?
That's exactly what we're seeing. So this shows the residential listings that people who were buying and selling. This little part right here that goes up right here, that was the pandemic. So this is March of 2020. Everything was pretty standard. We had a huge spike in listings because when the pandemic hit, people were like, oh shit, I need to get out of this house, my job, I can't go to work, things are shutting down. So a lot of people listed their house. But then a lot of people stopped because of the same reason.
Right.
Where am I going?
There was a lot of great programs out there to make sure you kept your house too.
Yes. They were doing things to kind of conserve the market and keep people in their homes too. But at the same time, that's what happened. So now all the listings dropped way down here because nobody wanted to sell their home. So what I want to say to all your viewers is, if you want to sell, now is a good time to sell, but it's also a good time to buy because the market is kind of stabilizing in terms of like your equity going up and up and up. But if you look at this sales price sheet, how often does your equity go down? You don't see too many dips where you lose value in your home. Right. You know what I mean?
But hold on, Candy. And let me answer this for me now. Candy, you're a realtor, and we're both old enough to have seen the bottom fall all the way out of this market. So are we headed for another market crash?
No, that's completely different than what happened a decade ago. What happened a decade ago was almost the complete opposite. We had way too many homes on the market. And the reason they had the homes on the market is because people were in loans that they shouldn't have been in to begin with.
Hey, let me tell you this before you go on. So I had dude come to me. I'm in LA at the time. Hey man, I can get you in an $800,000 house for $9 a month. I'm like, nigga, that don't make sense. That math don't add up.
It sure don't. No.
Yeah. So what's your advice as a realtor, Candy, as we move forward into this market? Should people be buying or selling or both?
So I always tell my clients this. If you have the money, the cash, the equity in your home or something like that you are comfortable moving, move. It's always a good thing. Real estate is hit or miss, right? But if you need to sell for whatever your reason is, then you need to sell. And if you need to sell, now is the time to make that decision. A lot of people have been kind of holding off, like, I want to sell, I'm not sure. But looking at the data, you could get the most bang for your buck if you sell right now.
Right.
And
I'm not
for the buyers, if you're looking for a home, you just need to make sure you find a good realtor who's good with negotiation, who knows the market, who can make sure that you buy a home that still has some equity in it, or that when you buy your home, you're not buying a home that's worth more. I mean, that's worth less than you pay for it. Yeah. So make sure you have a trustworthy realtor that you trust to put you in a better situation than you're in at the time. And if you're renting, it's always a good time to buy, because renters, you're just basically paying the mortgage for somebody else. No benefit to you at all.
Now let me ask you this. Me and the gospel efforts, we poor. Okay.
Don't speak that.
No, we're rich. We're rich. You're right. We are rich, but as we navigate this market, they're in Houston, I'm in Atlanta. Where are the best places to go right now?
I think it's up to you. Like, it depends on what you want to do. Like, if you're an investor, for example, and you want to invest, you want to go into like a big city that has like multi-unit homes. So you could buy a home that you could rent out, or you could sell each unit or something like that would be better for you. But if you're looking to like start a family, you want to go into even like an Atlanta suburb is good. The market in Houston is absolutely popping. So if you have some people there, or if you need a referral or something like that in Houston, I have some good realtors in Houston that could definitely help you out. But Houston is big. Really the Southeast is really, really popping right now. Like the West Coast has slowed down a lot. Like people
Yeah,
really
they moving
can't
out
afford
here.
to
They
live
moving to
out.
Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And the
that's very
Midwest,
true.
the Midwest is really good too. Ohio, those places like that, you can find some really nice properties.
Hey, y'all, we talking to Candace Latoya. Name of the show is Rodney Perry Live. Candace, how do people get in touch with you if they want to buy a house?
Definitely hit me up on my Instagram, Candace_Latoya. The name of my company is CLM Realty Group. I am an associate broker with Keller Williams Realty. But if you Google my name or just hit me up on Instagram at Candace_Latoya, and I'd be happy to help you.
Wow, there you go. Hey, y'all, this is Rodney Perry, tuning to Rodney Perry Live. We're going to take a little break. We're going to come back. Hopefully, our guests will be in the pocket. My name is Rodney Perry. We'll be right back.
Want your book or music to be published? Skip the confusion and rejections from others. Let BePublished.org publish and promote your work for less. BePublished.org handles it all, from cover design to worldwide distribution, with high quality and fast turnaround. You even keep rights and royalties.
Everything was perfect. You made my dream come true. My book and CD look so good.
Call 972-880-8316 now. BePublished.org. 972-880-8316.
Hey, we are back. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. Candy, did you get that thing I sent you this morning? I sent you a couple of links. Did you get the thing I sent you this morning?
Let me check.
Yeah, I'll pull you out. Yeah, check and see if you see those. The one Teacher Campbell thing, and I didn't send you that other thing. God dang it. Let me send it to you right now. Ladies, to the Gospel Heifers.
What's up?
Do you guys have children?
I have one son. He is currently 19.
Grown ass man. Good for you. Well done.
I'm not quite out the woods yet, but
would you consider not carrying him and maybe incubating him in a bubble?
That ain't gonna work.
He'll bust out that motherfucker.
He as much energy as this boy have. That bubble ain't got a chance. Trust me.
So Candy, you see that article I just sent you? Shake your head yes and down. Up and down if you hear me. Yeah. Pull it up on the screen as you can, if you can.
That was very educational.
Absolutely. So I don't know what y'all have been seeing lately. I was on my friend's page this morning. I saw this. It started off with the conversation of stem cells. It went from stem cells to, it started off with cloning conversation, and cloning, we didn't like the way that sounded. So then we started talking about stem cells, which is the same thing.
Yeah.
Right. Which now they're already doing it with our food. They may be creating human beings. This is disturbing to me. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but as soon as Candy can pull it up, we're gonna run the video, man. It's one of those things, guys, that, like, for me, what about the connection to the mother? What about do we want to live in a world, like, I don't like having watermelons with no seeds in them.
Yeah, they doing that so you gonna grow them.
You can't, like, so if you can't keep the seeds in the watermelon, what you gonna do when you ain't got no seeds in your kid's head?
Well, that's already happening.
What you saying, Heifer? What you saying?
There's a bunch of empty head folks running around here already.
See that? They all empty. Everybody don't eat.
Well, I mean, this stem cell and trying to, create human beings. I was just watching The Matrix yesterday, and that's exactly what it puts me in mind of.
I thought of the movie The Island.
That too.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So we creating human beings. We already got robots trying to overtake most of these jobs in America. So now,
how about this, Gospel Heifers? How about this? I think they're trying to create an atmosphere where they don't need women at all. I think we already having a conversation about trans. Well, what if a trans woman could have a child?
I would not be surprised if that's next.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How would men feel about that, though?
I mean, man,
I mean, you take the woman out, you take all the extra fun that men normally have.
But at the same time, if you are trans, and depending on what type of procedures you have on your body, if any, how are you going to deliver? I mean, are we doing strictly C-sections here, or are we doing another procedure? You know, it's just ways of, I don't know where we're going with this.
They're doing too much.
It's too much.
I need people to stop playing God.
Yeah.
When you play God, it's a backlash from it.
Always a backlash.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Candy, we got some realty questions up there too. Did you see them? Okay, Cheryl. Cheryl said this market can't sustain this in less than 2 years. These inflated prices will absolutely stabilize, decrease in value. Mark these words. Okay, Chief Yarborough. That's one of my friends from many years ago, my Navy career. This is good information, but I gave friends who are having difficulty buying because of these prices have gone up. Hey, you know what? A good time is a good time. Ooh, what's that?
That's them cloning, ain't it?
Oh, there you go. Can we hear it?
That don't look like no fetus.
Oh, hit the screen right there.
Sorry.
Carry the kid for 9 months. Now it can be raised in a bag. How convenient. Others will no longer have to sacrifice their time and, most importantly, their bodies. Does this sound like something you would be interested in? I would love to tell you this is a new concept, but if you know anything about human cloning, you would know they've been doing this for quite a long time. Only now is it finding its way to consumers. What's your thoughts on this? Please leave it in the comments. Unanswered universe.
Yo.
Yeah, I got a lot of questions about this because I want to know where's it feeding to, who feeding the baby. The baby normally bonds with the mama during the 9 months, you know.
Man,
let me call my mama and make sure. Let me make sure I wasn't cloned. Let's do that first. They said they've been doing it for years.
That's
they ain't cloning no black folks. I bet you.
I know that's right.
I've seen a picture of my mama pregnant with me.
You funny. You funny.
Yeah. She said she wants the ultrasound picture to make sure.
But I'm a parent. I ain't cloning no black folks.
So wait, though, ladies. I mean, y'all women, man. What do y'all stand on this? I mean, we're seeing the conversation with Macy Gray this week about what is a woman. I mean, can you deny a woman being a woman, a trans woman being a woman, when she can bear a child?
If you got to go through all that, I can. Because God made me naturally to do this. I don't have to go through all that to have a child.
But you got to look at what you said. The roles of women are being basically taken away every single day. I mean, we just had a big deal with Roe versus Wade, and we're going to probably lose voting rights.
That's next. That's next.
Voting rights might be next for women. I'm just telling you.
I mean, ladies, is this not scary to you? And as a black man, when I watch women lose rights, I say I'm next.
Yeah, black folks next. Black people next.
I think that we're trying to, like I said, it's too much. Even though we have technical savvy ways of living and doing things, I'm trying to figure out why this procedure is even necessary. I mean, if you had difficulty having a child, they have adoption and foster options.
Plenty kids.
But I'm just trying to see, when you clone human beings, where is it going to go from there?
And the reason why they're cloning food is too many people on Earth. It takes 4 Earths to feed what we got here already. Mm-hmm. So why are you cloning more people?
Wow.
I think it's a scary thing because, like, you say, like, certain things you don't know, like, will have an effect on a kid or on whatever. You know what I mean? And it's like, we're dealing with stuff and we came naturally, So what could possibly happen to a baby that's not, like, born naturally? You don't know what down the line defects, what changes to the brain capacity, because all of that stuff, that energy is still transported into the.
Now, I will say that I'm just playing devil's advocate, ladies, but apparently what they're looking to do is have what they call designer children. So they'll be able to tell you what it's going to look like, the color of the eyes, how healthy it's going to be, all that before it comes out. But like Candy said, it's still pretty scary to me, and it looks like the beginning of the Matrix. No,
it does.
It does.
Like I said, you don't know how this child is going to grow up. Like I said, there's no bonding. They're forgetting the nature of how you are supposed to be bonding in the womb. That's zipped out. She's sitting there playing with a doggone gel, look like some Jello with a baby in it.
And that comment is actually right because, like I said, black folks have been used to on money. We've been used for experiments for many, many years.
Yeah, what's that woman's name? They took us tens for cancer.
Roberta Lack. They took Roberta Lack's stem cells, and they've been using her stem cells to save people's lives for decades. And her family got no money.
See.
But they're probably using our stem cells, or probably using some of us, but I doubt that they're going to probably genetically make the baby white.
Hey, let me tell you something. I went to the hospital 2 years ago for COVID. They took my blood every day, 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what y'all looking for?
That don't make no sense.
Yeah, I said Roberta. It's Henrietta Lack. I'm sorry, Carolyn. Thank you, Carolyn.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Henrietta Lack.
No, that's scary.
Her family got nothing.
Yeah, but like I said, we doing too much. Like I said, when y'all showed that clip of that baby, like I said, I just watched The Matrix the other day. That's exactly what I thought of when I saw that. I was like,
but if you also look at that movie, I named Island. That's what they did. They put it grew into as a baby, and as an adult, it will pop out a water bottle, a water balloon, and they gave the people memories.
Right. So it's like having a backup you know, a you for backup. So let's clone Rodney Perry. If Rodney Perry is actually at a point where he can't do too much, we got to back up Rodney Perry.
So that's what that concept. Yeah, that was the whole thing about the movie. If somebody's sick, you need a liver or a lung. You clone somebody, they get the lung from your clone. Boom, bam, they gave it to you.
But and the idea of it, they make you feel like such an asshole for saying something about it. Like you don't want to see people get cure cancer. You don't want to see about it. But I mean, I get the idea of people want to live forever. But guess what? The only thing your ass guaranteed is that you are going to die.
You can't go against nature.
Exactly.
And that's where my problem is. We're so busy trying to go against nature and what's natural. It's going to be a backlash.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, too, like, it's going to be a lot of lawsuits because people probably going to pay a lot of money for this kind of stuff. And then they baby go come out with one blue eye and one green eye or something like that. Or them two eyes, like you said, Rodney, far apart on that baby head you was talking about the other day.
They're going to wake up with that baby with a knife.
And then, like, what are you going to do? Like, you know, you start finding out people are sick, you know, the babies are sick or they're dying or whatever at a certain age. And people are going to be trying to sue and stuff like that.
There's
a movement to overtake and program minds and benefit worldly culture, eliminate critical thinking. I don't know, Carolyn. I don't know if that's true, but you know, maybe it is. But I mean, if we have, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. All the debates that we have on the table, I think they do want us to get to a point where we have no opinion. We're not going to fight back on.
And we're almost there.
Yeah. Well, if you dare say something that's against what we're trying to do, then you are at fault for it. You can't even speak a basic opinion on social media nowadays. So what do you think the government's about you? Okay.
Yeah. Wow, man, this is a really interesting subject. All right, let's move on, man. I'm about to beat this thing to death. It looks like Idris Elba, ladies, is back as a front runner to play 007.
Oh, he can play my 007. Hey.
So this has been circulating for quite some time. Idris even came back to the people that do these Bond movies. He said, "Forget being 007. I'll be the villain." And they said, "No, we want to consider you at the very least." And so this is a big deal considering a black person. But even more about the black person, the reason this is back up in the news, they're considering Chiwetel Ejiofor, right? Y'all know who he is? The other British actor.
I know who he is.
Yeah. So they were considering him. There's like, if we don't consider him, we might as well get Idris Elba. He caught.
Exactly.
I said give it to Elba.
I think he should get it. I mean, he's from over there, like British.
Yeah.
You know, he's attractive. I'm sure he could get him a Bond girl or two, you know. I think he's a good actor. He's action packed. I mean, I think it'll probably draw in a lot of people who haven't really been Bond viewers, plus the people that do watch it. So they're gonna make money. I don't see a reason not to. He's gonna smash it.
Yeah, and do you know how many more women? The numbers will go up of women viewers if he plays that role.
I used to love me some doggone James Bond. I ain't gonna lie, my favorite ones were Jaws.
Yeah, we were
that dude with the braces.
We were 007.
Yeah, I like. Yeah,
but
so
if he played it, I become a fan all over again.
He's he has the sex appeal. He has everything. I mean, I'll sign the document to add him.
What is it about Idris Elba, lady? Because y'all all chimed in. Y'all jumped on y'all little soapbox.
I'm stepping back. Let me tell you something.
I thought the man was sexy, but when I heard him speak,
so you like the little fake British accent?
Fake British accent. Look, it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt at all. But I love me a chocolate man.
Oh God.
Period. Okay, but he's just smooth, you know.
We can't watch a movie. Can't come on in this house with him in it. A commercial can't flow with him in it because.
What was that movie he was in with your girl,
Roger Henson?
Yes, and they had a towel. I was sitting there playing that towel drop, towel drop.
You ever seen somebody?
Now, what do y'all think? Roxbury says she think he might be too old.
Bond isn't a young person. Bond has always been, you know, of a mature age. You know what I mean?
Now, let me ask you this, ladies, because y'all women seem to pick y'all battles with these dudes. First of all, James Bond is a misogynist. He's a womanizer. He's sticking his thing in everybody. He's for the streets.
Yes.
And y'all for a good man like Idris Elba being a old trashy James Bond?
It's a movie. It's not him.
It's his job.
Okay.
He gonna look
and
good.
I be on them trashy thick girls' phone.
All right, ladies. Here's the question.
Something now, don't you?
Is James Bond hit it on the first night?
Oh, if it's
Tell me out of this.
I can't hear what you say.
Is James Bond or Idris Elba hitting it on the first night? Half of number one.
Oh, I'm about to say I'm going to spy camp that night for real.
Oh.
I'm getting a crash course in 007, okay?
All 7. All right. Half of number 2.
I ain't gonna give it up too soon. I want him to hang around.
Hold on. So what we talking, a week?
3 days.
All right, Candy.
You know, some men ain't got the patience to wait a whole week, let alone a month. They get bored.
All right, okay. Now that's a great question, ladies. Y'all bring up another question. Who's on the 3-day list? Who's on the first night list?
You want
okay, what we talking about? What happened?
You know what we talking about.
She like me, I didn't hear you.
I came in at the end. What happened?
Could Idris Elba hit it on the first night?
You asking your sister that?
Yes.
Yeah.
She like, yeah, you don't make me
gotta
tell
go through all
myself.
that. Yeah.
I mean, we'll
Yeah,
see.
he's the first week. You don't want to get out.
First of all, you didn't gave it up to worse people on the first night.
Not me.
No,
I need some pearls on right now. Not me.
Don't clutch your pearls. You women kill me, man. All right.
I'm gonna clutch my chakra.
So, but the next question is, who is on that list? Like, what quote unquote celebrity is on the first night Slamma Jamma list?
I'm gonna already say I'm obsessed with Winston Duke.
Oh yeah.
Who is Winston Duke? Candy, find these dudes. Find these dudes. I want to see what they look like.
From Black Panther when he was on that mountain with that fur, and he was
I know.
Winston Duke.
Yes.
Yeah.
The big
He was also in what's that other movie with the family that was
Jordan Peele movie? I think
Jordan Peele.
Us. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's my flavor.
Big old bird, dark brown.
He a big thick. He look like a gorilla.
I like him thick. I don't want no bony man.
You know what? I can't judge you because I'm thick myself. All right. Heifer number 2. Who's on the list? One Night Slammer Jammer.
I'm doing Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, he married.
Hey, I don't give a damn. I don't care what none of y'all say. I know why Beyonce got with him. Can you imagine him beatboxing with them lips? I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna leave it. Use your imagination.
Oh, heifer number 2. You can't. No, you know. I'm not.
Oh yeah, I'm doing Jay-Z. Oh.
All right. I know I don't want to know.
Beyonce,
that.
I'm sorry, sis.
Y'all are so silly. Okay. Now I will say this, heifers, and y'all know it's like, how do I put this? It's people that if you was a regular person that you would say, and you'd be like, I ain't gonna never meet them, so it's no big deal. But in this industry, you can really meet the person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm gonna tell you who used to be on my list. Taraji P. Henson used to be on my list.
I can see that, Rodney.
But the last BET Award, she looked like she's been drinking a little bit.
Oh, a little tipsy she was drinking.
I don't know. She looked like a little.
She could have had a cocktail or two before she hit the stage.
But you're right. You know, you meet folks in person, it can change your whole mind about them. You know.
Well, I done met some people that I wish I never met.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yep, you've definitely been there.
I ain't gonna call no names.
So, all right, guys, we're gonna get ready to get moving to the next hour shortly. Oh, but and let's start this. This or that. This or that. This or that. This or that. iPhone or Android? Candy.
I got an iPhone.
Both.
Yeah, so she got both ears covered because she got an iPhone. I have an Android.
She's cheating. Okay.
It depends. I would say iPhone for simplicity, and I would say Android for like creativity.
I'll give her that.
I don't like that answer. All right.
But you know you gotta realize the camera is so much better than the iPhone. I will, you know, when you want to do things, you know, and it's easier to get.
But the iPhone makes Android pictures look crazy on purpose.
He won't even call me. He won't even call me on my Android. He'll hang up on me. He'll say, "What phone I call?"
He's stuck up.
I'll call you back.
Right.
So you anti?
All right. Moving on, ladies. This or that. Marriage or dates?
Marriage.
I mean, marriage. You like marriage for sure.
Yeah, I'll go with marriage.
The dating pool sucks.
Yes.
Oh, Lord Jesus, I'm gonna marry myself in a minute.
Exactly.
Wait a minute, lady. All right. This or that. Tall, dark, and handsome, or short, thick, and rich?
Tall, dark, and handsome.
Thick, you mean like
whatever you want to be thick. You make the call.
Oh, that's tough.
It was easy for me.
We wait for Candy. Gossiping have a number one.
Let me see. I'm gonna have to go with the short brother. And
really?
I'm gonna have to go with the short brother because you know what? Everybody's looking for the tall, dark chocolate man, which is, you know, so there's gonna be more temptation. I got to worry about these hoochies coming and trying to holler at my man.
Oh, so you
no. Listen, let me finish it. But this dude, like I said, I will appreciate him. And besides us being financially cool, I ain't got to worry about too much coming at him.
Look, let me tell Michelle this because I dated a shorter man and a tall man. They all the same when it comes to that. Okay, the height don't make no difference.
Okay.
They all garden tools if they're garden tools. Yeah. If it's in him, it's in him.
If he a guard to, he a guard to, no matter what height is.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna go with tall, dark, and handsome.
All right. You got your own money. Go ahead then.
I feel like we could. I was just about to say. I feel like we could make the money together, but I need to make sure I can look at you every day.
Thank you. Like just have a job.
All right. So I'm a firm believer that women can find beauty in any guy.
That's true.
Speak to me about the ugliest man you've ever been with.
Give no ugly.
You know,
Well, not 2 words, not too ugly, but just regular ugly.
So I like this guy. I was dating this guy a long time ago. And I'm into athletes. I love me a athletic built type guy.
So if he cut up, that would make you ignore his facial look.
You don't have to be cut up, but this guy played basketball, and so I used to like to watch him, on the court. He was really good and just really athletic. He wasn't like, cut up like a personal trainer, type thing, but you could tell
he could hoop.
But his head, like he had a long face.
Ooh.
Okay.
And the whole family has the long face.
Oh, so your kids gonna get that if you stay with them.
So eventually I was like, ugh, like, you like turn around. You know what I'm saying?
Like look that way, baby, so I can like you more.
Yeah, so that's why I say that he was a nice guy.
She would have had her clone.
Like chin was long, like forehead was long. Like,
so he wasn't ugly, he was just peculiar.
I mean, but that kind of, like we talked about this before about how they, how people define beauty is like the symmetry of your face. His whole symmetry was off. It was just, it wasn't good.
Yeah, round and heart shape is the prettiest face.
Heifer number 1.
He was very clingy.
Ooh, I know who you're talking about too.
I mean,
so wait. He was not an ugly man. He was too clingy.
He wasn't the best. He wasn't the most attractive.
And he was short.
He was not the most attractive, but I was willing to look over that, but he was very, very clingy. And I mean,
you can't be not cute and clingy.
There you go. Give me some balance, okay? Because if you're gonna be in my face like that, at least let me enjoy looking at you like that. You're gonna be in my face all day. And
so what did he say? What did he say to you? What did he say to even get you to pay attention a little bit?
I mean, he had a good personality, good sense of humor. Sense of humor is a big thing for me. But as we got to know each other a little bit more, it was more like a farce. And I was like, okay, you just here to be. You'll say anything to be in my presence, pretty much. And it started to fade off. And I'm like, I gotta look at you all the time.
She was bored. I say she was bored when she brought this thing home.
Wow.
And you have to admit, Rodney, you have to have some part of like physical attraction to the person that you are going to be with. I mean,
oh, absolutely. I completely agree.
Not being superficial or anything, but you have to feel comfortable looking at somebody for a long period of time.
Oh, that is a fact. Heifer number 2.
I remember my high school boyfriend. He had the huge nose. He reminded me of them things that used to beat their nose all the time. Them honkers from Sesame Street.
Yeah.
Nose was big.
Really?
Yes.
That is so funny to me. Hey guys, let's take a break. We come back. We've been at the top of the second hour, man. My co-host of the day, Gospel Heavens, is in the building. Their podcast is a second to none. Candace Latoya, you all right? Here we go. Let's rock and roll. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuned into Rodney Perry Live.
Get ready for America's #1 funny man. What? Hey. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney. Perry.
Thank you, Marcus Mason, for putting that song together for your boy. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. Thank you guys for tuning in and commenting throughout the show. Crazy work, mom. I've got an ugly one. Okay, crazy work, mom. Call a number. I put the number in the chat earlier. Let me find it. 770-776-9989. Tell us about your ugly man story. That would be great. My guest for today, we have our co-host every day, and my co-host for today, super dope ladies, man. They call themselves the Gospel Heifers. They've been in these podcast streets for quite a long time. Talk to me about the show, guys, and what do y'all want to achieve with it?
We like having, with that too, but we like having fun. And that's the main goal we try to have when we have a show is let's have fun. Let's have some topics. Let's get some jokes off of all these topics, because if we look at news every day and we don't look at a little bit of humor in some news stories, every news story ain't appropriate for humor, but we try to find those stories that we can kind of bounce off of and have a joke. So we can have a laugh. We need more laughter, period, in our time.
And then too, a lot of folks don't pay attention to the news and what's going on in the world. This is another way of bringing a little info with a little humor, because people need to know what's going on in the world.
Yes, ma'am. And you know what? What matters to you may not matter to the next person. And so when you bring that thing to light, it makes a difference. Like, everybody might not have looked at this little Conan story, but that's interesting to me.
It is. It's interesting and scary.
Yeah. And like I said, pop culture has its battles. We like to focus somewhat on pop culture, but at the same time, there might be a story, like you said, nobody heard about. That's a very interesting topic, and that we can go in on.
Wow. We are here with the Gospel Heifers. We started off with this or that when the hour closed. Let's get back into that. Netflix or Hulu?
Hulu.
Really?
Yeah, we dropped Netflix. Stop playing.
I'm gonna say Netflix. The only reason I'm saying Netflix is because Dave Chappelle got all his comedies on there.
Yeah,
this is true. But
definitely. Like, so when Monique said stop watching Netflix, I canceled my subscription. But Chris Rock had a special up that I wanted to see, so I got it back. And so, you support one of your peers, and you support the other as well. So exactly. But I have Hulu, but I don't watch it half as much as I should.
Hulu's got some decent programs on there, but like I said, with us being
shows too,
comedy fanatics, and I could watch certain comedians over and over and over again.
Oh yeah, because that's Sticks and Stones. We watched a lot.
We've watched every last Chappelle special.
What did you think of Ali Sadiq's Domino Effect?
That was awesome. I watched that. I made sure when I did hair in the salon, my customers need to see it. I love Ali Sadiq. He's a Libra brother.
Yes,
Libra gang.
Ali is one of the master storytellers in this industry, and he's one of the people that can take hard time stories and make you laugh at it.
But I also like his old school thinking too. I do love his old school thinking.
He is a gift, man. He's one of my friends. I love that guy. Next question: a night out or a night in?
I know where you're going.
Well, you could do a night in and fix up the paddock in the backyard, your little tent and some little lights and some champagne. It don't matter.
You would do that?
Yeah. A night in is a better option for both of us, because like I said, we only go out so often. But then again, with the way people are acting in public, it's a safer bet to have something at home and it's not as expensive.
And it's peaceful, but I think a lot of men don't realize if you put that effort in. If my dude was attempting to come over and he got a big little tent outside with the lights and pillows and stuff thrown out, and you got it all romantic shit, I'm like, oh hey,
it's about the effort, because a lot of people say, oh, you want a night in. You can make that night in whatever you want to.
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you something. When I was in my days when I was single, so I used to bring women to I was in the Navy. So I had a little barracks room, but it wasn't nothing to throw a picnic in that room. I had my little side of the room. My boy come around, he's like, what you doing? I had a blanket, music playing. He's like, you got a damn picnic? I was like, yes, I do.
You got to work with what you got.
It's the effort. That's all it is.
And I didn't even know what champagne to buy. I bought the Cordon Negro.
Negro.
It looked fly to me. The bottle was black.
He said, "This looks slick."
Right. Look
All
at that
right.
person.
Money or love? Money or love?
I'm gonna go with love. Money comes and goes. No, I'm gonna go with love. I've seen folks be at high at the top with that money, and you can crash and burn at any time. Money come and go.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to have love when you broke.
And
You know me, I want to be out on the farm anyway.
And we change over lifetime. So you like you say, money come and go. Crazy work mom said love. What do y'all say? Love or money, man? I think wow.
You got to look at both of them. Like I said, love has its maintenance, but then again, money you got to do a lot more for. I think you got to do a lot more for money than you do love.
I think when it's true love, is natural love, you rich already.
Wow, true love is hard to find. Lamardia said both. He said he want money and love.
Now I want look. Hey, we can have that. I want both too. I want to pick both too, bro. But I'm just like, he gave me one. I can only pick one. But I mean, truly, me and Michelle are both hopeless romantic. So, and I'm one of the people. I'd rather live off the land, far away from people. So I'm good with just love.
Wow. Must have breakfast. What do you must have on your breakfast plate?
Coffee.
She said your plate, food out your cup.
Coffee. I think that comes there.
I don't do breakfast like that.
Do it matter where the coffee is from?
Yeah, it need to be from home, and my daddy need to make it.
You know what? You know what I love about y'all? Y'all love y'all daddy, man.
Oh, my daddy girls.
My daddy makes the best coffee. Damn Starbucks. Okay, my daddy makes the bomb coffee.
Get out of here.
No, that's a specialty of the house, man. That's something that we have to have in the AM, and he got like a special.
Candy said she got to have bacon on her plate.
Hey, I like to have. If I have bacon, is an addictive thing now. So
heifer number one. What do you want? You must have on your breakfast plate.
Hey, I'm with Candace. I like the bacon.
You can't go wrong with that bacon.
No.
Matter of fact, I like bacon so much I lay it on my lady sometimes.
You know what? David, come here. Grease it down in some bacon grease. Be wondering why the dogs follow that child.
A crazy work mom says she want coffee and New York style egg sandwich.
Oh, go ahead.
That's like that over medium egg.
She's so Pacific with her black self.
My wife say that. My wife says Pacific because she can't say specific.
Let your wife make it.
What is the weirdest thing you've eaten?
You know what? I used to love chitlins.
hey, you know what? Chitlins is definitely on that list.
That would have to be two because that's one of the most.
I had to stop eating chitlins when my nephew got that game that Michael Jackson had to dance, and I was out of breath. And my blood pressure went up. I said, I got to leave these chitlins alone. These chitlins is why do I have this headache? That was the last time I fooled with chitlins.
Yeah.
So let me tell you what happened to me. My kids have never eaten pork. Right? We just didn't cook. Larry, look at this food right here. What's the weirdest thing you've eaten?
That ain't weird. That's good for you.
That should be on the food. That should be in the food pyramid. Okay, so.
Yeah, that ain't nothing weird, boo, honey.
Wait, okay.
That's called a woman's nectar.
The nectar of a woman. That's a Tyler Perry movie. Let me see. Oh man, what was I about to tell y'all? God dang it!
You said you were starting up, but your kids never ate pork.
They never ate pork. Thank you. That's why y'all the co-hosts. Y'all got me. So wait. They never ate no pork. So I decided to barbecue some pork chops.
Oh, Lord.
My kids was like, Daddy, this is incredible. What is this? They said, oh, my God, this is better than steak. This is like something between chicken and steak. They ate them pork chops like it was going out of style. 45 minutes later.
They were sick.
Daddy.
Yep.
My hair hurt.
Oh, babies.
Why my hair hurt, Daddy? I'm sorry, baby. I should have gave y'all no pork. Y'all ain't ready for this stuff.
No.
But we don't eat pork like that in this house. The only pork you're gonna get is bacon. I don't eat pork like that.
Dude, but you remember when we was kids, it wasn't nothing to have a pork chop.
Oh no, that was almost every other Sunday, if not every Sunday.
And I didn't like pork chops then.
Really?
Nope, I've never cared for pork chops.
But you ate chitlins.
That I was tricked. My daddy gave it to me when I was in the high chair. He said I ain't his child if I don't eat these chitlins. And I ate them chitlins.
And then when you get older, you add the hot sauce to it, so
it
makes it
better. Shoot, I got so I was the one that had to do the chitlin cleaning because I cleaned the chitlins so good.
Get out of here! Let me tell you something. I ain't never been no chitlin fan. I don't eat chitlins and I don't eat liver. What's on your list of don'ts? Like don't put this on my plate ever.
Ooh. I don't like salmon. It has to be prepared a certain way.
Grilled, smoked.
It's either got to be smoked or a salmon patty. I don't like the ones you put in the oven. It just has a dry taste to me.
I don't like salmon patties.
Yeah, so that's one.
Don't put no Brussels sprouts.
I do a pretty good salmon, and I get it from this store where it's like a Mediterranean seasoning they put on it. It's incredible. So you might like my salmon, but
yeah, we're gonna come out there and just take the salmon.
I don't like my fish to be fishy.
But that, you know what? If it smells fishy, you know it's not fresh.
Exactly.
And it goes for women too. Candy,
hey, it ain't fresh.
Candy says neck bones. Hold on, I got to bring on the screen on this. You don't eat neck bones, or you do? Really?
And I'm with you on the liver. Liver, I think it's certain foods like with the baby boomers. Once they all gone, they should just take off the shelf. Liver is one. Neck bones is one.
I'm not a big liver fan.
What 20-year-old, 30-year-old cook neck bones?
I don't know nobody that make neck bones. I ain't never been I'll eat them, but I ain't never been a big fan. Yeah. I don't like nothing that's hard to eat.
That ain't hard to eat. You just suck on it.
You know what?
You know what?
But let me tell you, we have to make, because our daddy loved neck bones, and my grandmother, my mama's mom, made some serious neck bones. So there's certain things that I don't eat on a regular, I will make because my daddy likes it.
He likes it.
Got it. You want to make daddy happy. So
make daddy happy.
Are you gonna put that in the crock pot? What you gonna do with them neck bones? How you gonna prepare?
I don't use no crock pot. I put it in the pot.
So do you have to brown it first? Like how you cook a neck bone?
Well, first thing you want to do, of course, I do all my meat. I clean it with vinegar water. You season it real good.
What's your seasoning choice? Come on, help us.
Bring it down. I actually mix up a season with salt, paprika, turmeric, and garlic, onion. I mix it all together already. So all you gotta do is sprinkle it.
Give a little sprinkle on that.
That season go good on
real good. Now, do you have to brown it first?
Yeah, you brown it first. Then you want to pour in your water, your liquid, and let it simmer.
That's gonna make you a gravy. It's some olive oil or what type of
I use olive oil.
Olives.
Okay, so you got the neck bone seasoned up, olive oil, and a little water to make your roux.
Yeah, because it's got to get tender. It's the same way that you would do what is that with oh my God, oxtails. Yeah, same way you would do oxtails, you do the same thing with neck bones.
Or even like a beef stew, you do the same way. Go ahead.
I have a question. Who's the better cook between the gossiping heifers?
We both cook equally. A lot of folks do that. There's certain things that my dad likes, like her green fried tomatoes. Dad like my greens. But I am the baker.
Yeah, she doesn't. I let her have all the baking duties because she already has a macaroon business.
Yeah,
really?
I sell macaroons. I just got to selling a $50 apple homemade pie. And your boy Jake is here, and I got him a sweet potato pie waiting on him right now that I made from scratch.
You made it from scratch?
Yeah, and look, I use my mama's recipe when it comes to that crust. I don't buy crust.
You don't buy no crust?
No.
Goodness gracious.
Y'all some real cooks. Look, y'all some real cooks over there.
Yeah, boy, I got chills.
Wait, look, you can thank our mom for that because that was what she enjoyed doing. She enjoyed entertaining and cooking for her husband and her family.
Because see, Daddy would have his friends came over not to see him.
Right.
They came from Mama's cooking.
Oh wow.
Matter of fact, I forgot that man's name at Mama's funeral. That's the first thing he started with was the cooking.
Yeah.
Everybody knew Mama about her cooking.
Wow. Wow. And that's part of y'all legacy too, as y'all move on and remember those recipes and all that good stuff. That's beautiful.
But we're actually getting ready to publish a cookbook with our mother's recipes in it. So we're working on that because she had a family reunion book, and it was put together like an actual book. It wasn't just no pamphlet.
Yeah.
It's like a thick book with all the recipes that we had. It's, family, special occasions. So that's something we are working on.
Now, see, y'all better than me because I will take a shortcut.
Yes.
Like, I do not need all that. I did it by scratch. I don't need to say that.
But I say it because I take pride in it. And when you
respect it.
Yeah.
I just don't need it.
You don't care.
Like,
I need to see your mouth water, and I need you to sit there. You know how men eat something, they have an orgasmic look in their face. I need to see that.
That's the goal. I think when both of us cook, we want to see the reaction because we have no doubt in our culinary skills, but the joy is actually
watching somebody eat your food.
Somebody enjoy it.
Ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it. Now I'm. They call Rodney Perry the Crockpot King. So I'm thinking tonight I'm gonna make a crockpot pizza casserole.
I never heard it, but my nephew sounded he would love that.
That sounds.
I did do a Japanese dish, crock pot. It came out real good too.
But
Japanese, what was it?
Oh my God, I got to look back in that menu.
What are those dumplings?
No, I did do dumplings, but I didn't do that in the crock pot. I did it was a chicken, and it had ginger in it, and all that good. It was good. I got to look back up and see what that was. I made that for my mom's birthday a couple of years ago. I made a Japanese thing.
Right, that's nice. That's nice. Hey, y'all! You tuned in to Rodney Perry. This is Rodney Perry. Tuning in to Rodney Perry live. We got Candace. We're gonna take a break. We come back. We got Candace with this second hour, her feature, What's Popping, and we're gonna find out what's popping. I think it's sports. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry live. Hey, where's the thing? Oh, okay, I do that.
Type 2 diabetes can have a big impact on your life, but how can it be prevented? Well, the first step is knowing if you have prediabetes, a serious medical condition that puts you at high risk for type 2 diabetes. 1 in 3 American adults has prediabetes, but more than 80% don't know they have it. The good news is, prediabetes can be reversed, and for many people, healthy changes in their daily routine can make a big difference. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
We are back. It's your boy Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. I'm so glad to have my guests on today. You learn something about people when you really talk to them. Master chefs, culinary experts, won't eat chitlins, but will give it up to Idris Elba. And that's what it's all about. My girls, the Gospel Heavens, are in the building. Hey, what don't people think what do people think they know about y'all but don't really know?
Oh, they think that we want to hang out all the damn time and be around a bunch of people or party. Yeah. And we are definitely not that type. We may give that energy on our show, but we definitely just laid back, cool.
We homebodies.
We homebodies.
Leave me alone.
Because it's about being simple and keeping things drama free. Usually when you open your personal space up to, this big old internet, people have a tendency to get in your business. They want to find out more stuff about you, who you're dating, and what you,
For real.
And sometimes it can be an overload of, hey, this is my space, so respect it.
They do that more than Michelle. Michelle's more approachable. People think I'm mean. And I used to have a problem with it. Now as I got older, I like that.
Right.
Because it keeps everybody back.
Right. And we talked about being famous. you guys are famous, man. What's it like? I mean, for people to know who you are when you walk in, and do you get treated the same or better?
We have gotten good reception from people. Basically, we enjoy your show. And the thing about we hear the most is, when y'all was talking about this subject, I was thinking it, but I didn't say it. Wow. Y'all said it. So that's what we get a lot of, even when we interacting on lives. Like, we know y'all thinking about a certain thing that we're talking about.
I know when to say it.
You just, but y'all, yeah,
you were thinking it, but you said it.
Yeah, but she'll say it.
Yeah, and you also get a lot of haters. I mean, that's one thing we've learned when you're doing something good, you go get folks that just hate for no reason. I say, God bless you.
Well, when you say hate for no reason, what type of hate would be? I love y'all.
I'll put you this way, because when you have a show like yourself, you have the opportunity to have all kind of people on. Now, you have to be selective with your guests. Would you not agree?
Absolutely, a fact.
Okay, so you have to be selective with your guests. So we'll get somebody who says that, so we talk to mainly comedians. And somebody who ain't never heard of before comes in, I need to be on your show.
You have people that be on IG that think that because they get on lives and check people, they think they're a comedian. That's not a comedian.
So the thing about it is, and they don't know this, I just implemented if I'm looking for a guest to book, if I don't already have rapport with you, I'm considering you as a guest, I'm going to watch your online behavior for a minute before I make my final decision. Because just watching people.
I remember when y'all first reached out to me, I was just honored. I was like, yo, man, because I had been seeing y'all anyway. And then I was like, oh, the Gospel Heavens, they hit me up. Okay, I'm excited. Yeah.
And we honored, we love you.
Exactly. Come on, Rodney Perry. Come on now.
But I said Perry.
So, but people like guests like yourself and some other ones that we like, Jake has had on. We're going to have a fitness guru on next week, and then we're going to have Steve Brown on the last show of the month. So it's about being selective, because it's not just about networking, but you want that chemistry and conversation to take place.
Yes.
Not everybody has a good conversation.
Not everybody has a good conversation. How about that? Hey, y'all, it's your boy Rodney Perry. My guest has arrived. Of course, Gospel Heifers been my co-host for all throughout the show. But this young lady, Candace, I think I'm saying it right. She's going to correct me if I didn't. A lady stunt woman. I mean, I guess that's oxymoron. She is a stunt woman. She's gorgeous. She's dope as hell, and she will knock your ass out if she had to. Welcome to the show, JC. What's up, kid?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Y'all want these candies?
Yes.
Did I say it right?
Yeah, you did actually. A lot of people mispronounce it, Rodney. So
I remember it being a specific pronunciation though, but you don't go by JC, do you?
I do go by JC when I'm on set, actually, so people don't have to mess up my name, because by the end of the halfway through filming, they're like Jaundice, and you call me Jaundice.
We got to fight.
That's the problem.
She's a stunt person. She's a actress. She does it all. Let me ask you this, sis. Not an easy game to get into.
No.
Do you need to know a principal or have somebody get hot that's your type?
Well, I got in differently. A lot of people get in from having done professional sport. I was a world champion wrestler, and I got recruited to do stunts for Queen Latifah on my first movie, Bringing Down the House, the fight scene she did in the bathroom.
Okay.
So you don't necessarily have to be recruited that way. People come from race car backgrounds.
She's bigger than you, though, right? She would be bigger.
But I wear an enhancement suit. She's a little taller, so you could double. And some people I lose weight to do stunts for, like I did with Taraji on No Good Deed.
Oh, wow.
Taraji P. Henson on No Good Deed. So I lost about 10 pounds to double her.
Okay.
Or you could use enhancement suits to double people bigger. So basically, it's all about having the skill and being around the right height, and you could work with the weight, because it's all action. We're not body doubles. We're stunt performers.
Absolutely. The stunt game is dope. The big deal I would imagine for you is, and you tell me if I'm right, to be a stunt coordinator, to run a show.
Well, I used to want to be a stunt coordinator, but I realized it takes so much time. They do so much work. They have to do the prepping, which means they have to go through the script and break down all the stunts that's going to happen and present it and be at all the production meetings and do all of that. And I'm like, that's a lot of work and that's a lot of liability. I got to be responsible for all these. Some people, I just want to show up and work. Also because I'm, enhancing my acting career. So that's going to take away from that. Also being a single mom. So I can't do a stunt coordinator right now, but yeah, that's their job, is to break down scripts, hire the right people. That's a lot of stress for me.
I would imagine you put pressure on like an actress because you can stunt and you're not gonna need that. Like, I mean, you got to, like, sometimes the stunt girls be looking like stunt girl.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
And you got a good face.
Oh, thank you. I mean, that kind of helps, but it kind of hinders too. Because sometimes the actor's like, oh, she cute. What if she could take my job? She's an actor too. But sometimes people like Viola Davis, she don't care. She's so confident. She's like, oh, she's dope. I want her doing my stunts.
Really?
And she cute. Yeah. So, I get it from both sides, if that makes sense. But it also helps my acting career because I have a movie coming up at the end of the month with Morgan Freeman where, thank you. I got to be in a couple of scenes beside him called Paradise Highway. Got a female director. And she was very strong on this role of, man, we need her to do her own stunts. And my agent was like, this
is you. That's you.
And she was like, okay, let's do the acting first. And then I had to go through multiple callbacks and Zooms. And then she had that call around and say, is she really a stunt person? Because she's such a good actor. And they were like, yeah. So it helped me to book that role. So you guys got to see that at the end of the month.
Man, that is so dope, Jay. Yeah. Man, I'm super excited for you. What's your goal?
My goal is to do stunts in my own movies, like you said. Like, I love comedies. I really do love comedies. I would love to be in a big comedy movie. I would love to be in a Kevin Hart movie, something like that. Yeah. The Rock is funny. With you come out with a movie, and do my own stunts because I can make it funny and hilarious and athletic. We could be doing some stuff.
I love that.
Basically, is to be an action actress.
So get this. Here's the movie. Remember the War of the Roses?
Yes, do something like that.
The War of the Roses. The couples clashing. The house is coming down around them. They're fighting. They're getting it. But ultimately, they're in love with each other. But they got to fight all through the movie.
They got to fight all through the movie.
They get back.
That's like ideal to do. Drama, comedy, all in one, because that has some funny moments in it. You know that. Especially toward the end when she was still like, no, and they die.
Yeah. Hey, JC, yeah. I mean, I can't thank you enough for coming on. So tell me this, man.
Yes.
World champion wrestler. Talk to me about, I mean, of course, this whole Macy Gray thing came out this weekend on What's a Woman.
Ooh, you want to get Valerm, you want me to,
Well, hear me out.
Okay.
You're an athlete.
Yeah.
You're an athlete, right?
Yeah.
Male athletes are different than female athletes.
They are.
My daughter runs track. I saw the young lady that won the swimming competitions on the college level this year. She's a trans, and she was battling against women that were born women. I just don't think it's fair. Do you have any thoughts on this?
Well, I'm pro-transgender. I'm pro-LGBTQ. I have many friends of that. But I do believe when it comes to sports, this is just my personal opinion, they still have that gene and the hormone in them that makes them one step ahead than women. So, I mean, personally, I feel like, it is a disadvantage. And that maybe just like the Special Olympics, maybe they could have their own Olympics if they don't want to compete with the men, if that makes sense.
No, I completely get it. And my daughter is the same way. She's a track athlete. And I'm like, I mean, you can see the boys against the girls. And I don't care how much hormones you take,
right?
You're a boy, and you're gonna be faster.
It's just you, because you was born with you was gifted with that gene, So it is a disadvantage. So I feel like they need to,
Now you kick butt though. Jawandis?
No. I'm with you on. I disagree that trans should be in the female category.
No. I hear you on that. This next point, you kick butt. So
I kick butt. Okay, go ahead.
You kick butt. So have you had to just whoop some dudes' ass just on GP?
Oh yeah. When I was living in LA, someone tried me. So I had to let them know. I mean, it took every bit of 2 seconds because it was out of fear too. Of being in the alleyway, walking to my car, coming home from the club, and I had to let him know before he even spoke. I didn't even know if he was gonna do anything, but don't run up on me in a dark alley.
Absolutely.
So that's what he get. So he just sat there and I walked away. It was every bit of like 2-3 seconds.
Wow.
Like, and I said, don't walk up on a woman like that. Don't underestimate. He just looked like, damn.
Wow.
I don't even know what happened to me.
So what's this like in the dating world? So it's like JC, lovely lady. I know dudes still holler, you know what I'm saying? But I would imagine once you find out that you're a stunt person, that's got to be intimidating for most guys.
It is intimidating because they know I whoop their ass. But personally, that's what they're thinking. But in my personal life, I've never used violence on men and whoop their ass. I just have to walk away because I feel like I'm a walking weapon and I could go to jail, or they could call me, the police on me, and go to jail and shenanigans can happen. So I just walk away when they think they about to get their ass whooped. That let me know they done something wrong, and I just walk away. Now the old me, the 20-something-year-old me, you got your ass whooped.
Wow.
But the mature me, yeah.
I look back, sis, we've been knowing each other for a long time.
It's been over 10 years since I was
like
on
11 or 12 years. Because you came on the Monique show and you were.
I moved back to Atlanta in 2011, 2010, and I was on the Monique show. I think 2012, 2011,
11 probably,
something like that.
Yeah, wow, many years.
Go way back.
You haven't aged today. Is it the stunt work? Is it the water? What are you doing?
It's water and wine.
What's your wine of choice?
I love a good red blend. I like dry reds, put it that way. I don't like sweet wine. So it's got to be dry, like a Malbec or a good cab, but a red blend.
That dry wine give me a headache sometimes.
Oh, really? You have to get the right one. It gives me a headache too. Now you have to get the little aerator and filter everything out.
All the wine stuff.
Sip slow. I'm a wine connoisseur. So
now, do you do cigars?
No, I don't. But I love going to cigar bars.
Yeah.
I'm into going.
Are you here in Atlanta? Are you Atlanta proper?
I'm Atlanta based. Yes. And I went to.
You got to come out. You got to come out one night to one of the cigar bars with your boy.
Please invite me, please. I would love to go. I love going, just being, because you know what? It's so manly being around men, and you just sip on your little wine, and they smoke a cigar. That's very manly to me. It's something that
it's cool. It's cool. My co-host today, the Gossiping Heifers.
Yes.
Gossiping Heifers. Hey.
I'm loving your profession.
They have their own podcast. They're sisters. Anything come to mind for Jawandis Candice? She is a stunt woman, an actress, and everything in between.
I love the fact that she wants to do comedy. She wants to, get her skills and direct her own thing, but she's gonna add a little funny twist to it. When you guys did the War of the Roses flash, I immediately started thinking about the staircase stunts and all that other stuff. So I think that will be excellent if you can pull that off, sis.
Thank you. Call somebody. If anybody listening, call them.
I was laughing when she said she don't try to beat up men. I did it all the time when I was coming up. I used to.
Well, that's what I'm saying. In my 20s, I did it all the time, but now I just walk away. You know what I mean? I don't have time to go to jail and do all that, sis.
I did it before I could go to jail.
Candace, you got a question?
Yeah, I have a question. How did you get started? Like, what
what
prompted
I was a professional wrestler. I was living in LA trying to make it as an actress. My first 6 months, I joined a wrestling team. Actually liked it because I was a tomboy growing up, and I'm like, oh, I get to do beauty and brains and body and fun and all that, and it was fun. It was a women's team called Women of Wrestling, and because I was an actor in my tag team,
is that WWE?
It was WOW, Women of Wrestling.
Oh, I remember that.
And it was on UPN. And it's so funny because when I was
What was your
on
name?
there,
What was your name?
Delta Lotta Pain. Because you know what? I'm a Delta, Sigma Theta.
Okay.
Okay. So I wanted to be a bad guy. So I wanted to be, and they wanted me to be a good guy because they was like, you don't look like you could be a bad guy. So I came the next day with some cornrows looking like a thug. And I'm like, can I be a bad guy now? So I created my character, and my tag team did too. We were both actors. We became Caged Heat, and we made all of our moves and everything. And we became tag team champions. So, and then from there, I got recruited because Queen Latifah used to watch Women of Wrestling and was like, that girl is dope. I want her doing my stunt. So I got a call from the stunt coordinator, met her, and it was all she wrote. She's the coolest. We're still cool. I don't do, there's another girl doing her stunts now because I can't be in New York 9 months doing The Equalizer, which is the dopest show. Right. You know what? It's just, I'm not there anymore. You know what I mean? 2 years ago, I would have been in New York for 9 months, but I'm just at a different path right now in my life. Wow, but I still help her. She called me for advice on stunts. What do you think about this? We're cool. So I like that.
Wow, that is dope, man. That is such a great, man, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's dope.
So a question from the peanut gallery. How tall are you?
I'm 5'7".
You know what? I was thinking you was like 5'9", 5'10" for some reason.
You know what? Everybody thinks I'm taller. Maybe because I wear heels or my big personality, but no. I wish I was.
If you weren't doing this, what would you be doing?
Acting full time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I said, you don't want to be tall, girl. It's hard to find a tall man when you're tall. Trust me.
I wanted to ask, what are some of the challenges you face as a woman, in the profession you are? What are some of the challenges you face?
Oh my gosh, the challenges I face, not only being a Black female, but a Black female who could drive. Like I could drive my ass off. I do a lot of driving now. So driving is easy for me because I always drove crazy and I always was the getaway car. We're not going to talk about that past life.
That sounds fun. That sounds fun. I would love to do a race car.
Yeah, so I drive my ass off. Do you hear me? So a lot of men are like, they don't want women behind the wheel of a car. Can you do this? And I crash cars, I crash motorcycles. I have a driving reel out that you can see all of the car work I've done.
Really? And that's a big deal. The car work is not a game.
Car work is not a game. I mean, you have to know what you're doing behind a car, obviously, because you could run over somebody, you could crash into the wrong thing, So I do a lot of car work that I don't talk about. That's like my little day job. I go do it and come home. And then I go to an audition, and then I go to set doing something else.
So when you do car work, you have to disable all of the safety features of the car.
You have to disable a lot of safety features, which you can't do with new cars. I hate driving new cars because they have the electric brake locks and all that. But them old cars, like the Crown Vics and all that, I don't know if you saw the TV series Watchmen with Regina King in it. Anybody watch that? The black grand. Oh my God, what was the name of the car? Grand car, the black car she drove. That was me. I was a driving double. So we were skipping. Yeah. So that was fun. Because when you do stunts in cars, it's not about your height and look because you're in a car. Yeah. So it's an easier job for me and it's less stressful. And I like driving my ass off. So
really? Yeah. So where do you go? You in Georgia, where do you go to get your car Jones on?
Well, there's Dynamic Stunts. One of my friends owns a car, company. Then you have Rick Siemens, where I learned in LA. Rick Siemens Driving School, which is now the Motion Picture Driving School, is owned by my buddy Ryan Sturge. You could go out there and drive your ass off all day. He's a dope ass driver. He has a dope team. Then out of Florida, they have many driving schools in Florida. So I mean, you just have to, you could Google it or, and look up stunt driving schools and it's like 3 or 4 pop up. East Coast has one, East Coast.
I would imagine once you get that skill, you can drive the rest of your life.
You can, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Driving is a skill that once you hone it in and you could get in there, and it's only like, 2 or 3 Black women who could drive. My mentor, Dee Bryant, she taught me when I was in LA driving and motorcycles because she's so dope. She still drives. And she's a couple of years older than me. She said, once you hone your skill as a driver, you could drive forever. You have female drivers, just male drivers out there who's 70 years old still driving.
Yeah,
now you also operate motorcycles too?
I do. I don't ride motorcycles I used to because I had a serious motorcycle accident a few years ago. No one knew about. But I still ride them. Yeah, I was in a commercial, Georgia Lottery commercial, riding a motorcycle, but I don't lay bikes down anymore. Put it that way. You know, I'm not gonna crash bike. I love getting. I was on a show called where I got set on fire and I had to ride a motorcycle. It was on adult. That was fun because I like fire. I got a fire fetish.
So when you look at the script and you go fire motorcycle, you go toward that.
Yeah, I go toward that. You should hear the conversations with stunt girls, and we're like, "Girl, tomorrow I gotta get set on fire. Girl, I gotta go through a window." You know, people be like, "What?" Yeah, I run toward it.
It sounds exciting to me, shit.
It's exciting, and I think that's what keeps me youthful and young and stuff like that. So, but yeah.
That sounds like fun to me.
I mean, do you find it challenging? No, I mean, because this is my first time hearing about.
I mean, it is challenging because I created actually because of the challenge a few years ago in 2017, right when Black Panther was coming out. I created a website called StuntPOC, StuntPOC, which stands for Stunt Performers of Color, because there was a need for, we can't find Black drivers, Black female this, or even Asian drivers or martial artists and, Latino this and Middle Eastern. So I created a website where you could join if you meet the qualifications. You got to be SAG, you have to have at least 3 stunt credits and, footage like that. So they'll have a place to go. Because in our community is very small. They're really behind like 20, 30 years in acting community where they're not looking. They'll just, they'll just call anybody to do this. And I'm like, no, we have a Black girl that could do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have a,
she's nice with it too.
Yeah. We have a Hispanic and they could go on there and put in the skill fighting. You could go on there now fighting Hispanic women and all the profiles that come up and you from here to Canada. I got here in Canada on lock where you could go on there. So that's my company.
And so you're not only a stunt person, you're a businesswoman too.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's only one of your businesses. What else do you do?
That's it so far. I'm trying to sell a script, a show right now with 2 other partners of mine in California. Yeah. So hopefully you get to see my show sometime soon.
I would love to see a reality thing about you in the stunt world. I think.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. Everybody come up with it. It's so hard to get reality shows for stunts because of the liability with stunts, and it's so much money. But yeah, they could do a reality show based on my drama behind the scenes and
or I was gonna say even a documentary of something.
A documentary. I mean, because I keep it real with I will tell you like it is. I've cussed folks out. I'm not doing all that. That's not right. Oh, I'm very vocal in the stunt community.
She sounds very familiar to me.
Wow, I love it. Her name is Jawandise Candice, JC for short. She's revolutionizing the stunt game with the app. I love that, and she's awesome. As we move forward, man, what's your big goal?
My goal is to leave a legacy here. To create a legacy in the stunt world, to be the first stunt woman to cross over into a full-blown acting career, to achieve an Oscar and an Emmy and SAG Awards.
Done.
And also to continue to be a great mom, to find a husband. If you know any single guys.
You don't want
single guys with jobs. Though.
You don't want to be my friends. My friends are horrible.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Hey sis, I cannot thank you for coming on today enough. Very dope. Thank you so much, Jay.
Thank you for having me, Rodney.
I gotta get you come back and be my co-host one day.
I would love that. You let me know.
I love it.
I'm there for you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Wow, man. Such a great chat, man. Jawandise Candice in the place to be.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I'm glad that you had that representation because you just don't think of stunt doubles and in our community and all the work you got to put into it.
It's a lot, and it's not only stunt doubles; it's also finding your niche. And a lot of times, like I asked her, you need a principal to go. I want that girl.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, or that guy. It's a lot because like the guy that does all of the Spider-Man stunts, he Black.
See,
he Black, hanging upside down, all that. but you'll never see his face, you know. But if you look at his tights, they be bulgy.
You like Spider-Man didn't look like that earlier. He looked thicker there.
They had to take his CGI. They had to CGI his penis out.
Yeah, sneaking in the thicker down there. Hi.
Y'all.
But she did. But you know, the funny thing is, she reminded me so much of me because I was a straight tomboy coming up. I still have tomboyish ways. I like stuff like that. You know, I've always said I would love to just go on somebody's track and just race a car. I ain't trying to crash no car. But race one.
I did the Bill Petty experience in LA one time, and it was nothing short of amazing. I drove a race car. So here's the quick story. I'm in the car. The idea, heifers, you get in the car, you drive the straightaway. As you go into the curb, you take your foot off the gas, then you hit it, and the car sit down and whips you around the curb. That's the idea in a nutshell. I get in the car, my pace driver, I can't even see this motherfucker no more. He's so far in front of me, I'm totally whipping out behind the wheel. I'm like, man, I got at the very least, I got to catch my pace driver. So I was like, okay, Rodney, go. I go to straightaway, take my foot off, hit it again, go down, dude. Before I know it, I'm up on my guy. Long story short, I finished the race. We get back into the little room, they debriefing us. And they're like, yo, Rodney Perry, you actually got the top speed of the day. We don't even let people go this fast. How the hell was you going this fast? Now, Quentin Tarantino was on the track that day. Brian McKnight is on the track that day. The Wayans brothers, they all on the track the same day. And I was the one that won.
Hey, that says a lot, Rodney. That says a lot.
So I say all this to say this. Sometimes you got to whip out to be number one.
I was gonna say it's a good thing I won out there.
I'm not gonna even say nothing behind that, but I understand.
Hey, you know what, heifers? How do we stay in touch? How do we stay keep in touch with you guys and follow the show and follow each one of you guys individually and collectively?
Well, you can definitely find us on YouTube every Wednesday night, 8:00 Central Standard Time. We come on every week. You can also catch us on demand. We're streaming on Indie Central TV as well as Signature Series Network. And on Instagram, we're at Gossip and Heifers. That's our main account, and it represents both the heifers. And you'll catch us occasionally live on there, talking about some stuff, get into some shenanigans.
Hey, that's what it's all about. Candace LaToya, how do people stay in touch?
You can find me on Instagram at Candace_LaToya, and you can find me on the Rodney Perry Live Show.
All righty, y'all. Hey, man, the name of the show is Rodney Perry Live. My name is Rodney Perry. It's been an absolute joy today. Oh, snap. Somebody bought a super sticker.
That's one of our people right there. What's up, Granny?
Is that Granny? What's up, Boom?
Hey, I don't even know how to ask for the super sticker, but they was telling me to do it. Thank you, Granny. Thank you. I really appreciate that because I don't be even saying nothing about it, and you went on and did it. Mad love. Mary say, Granny is a photographer. She got a microphone in her face.
She's a radio personality. She got a dope show, man. You definitely got to check out Granny Wowzer. She's one of our people.
Miss Granny, I will be following your show. Granny Wowzer's in the building. Mad love, mad respect. Thank you, Gospel Heifers. Oh my God. You got it.
And she's very soft on the eyes, so you'll enjoy looking at her.
She's soft on the eyes?
Yeah, she's very soft on the eyes. Very pretty.
Not like Candy Long-Faced Man.
That was rough.
Hey, that was hard. Hey, that's our show for today. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. Until tomorrow. Well, that's Monday. Goodness
Monday,
yeah. Yeah, be good.
Get ready for America's #1 funny man. What? Hey. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, New Chicago to Mississippi. Let's give it up for America's #1 funny man,